nostalgic trip for me. Now, I'm gonna be playing things a bit differently than I'm used to, so please bear with me. Okay, let's see. Touchpad for assist. Okay. I'm going to be trying my best not to click my analog sticks because I don't want to activate the encoded cheats that they put into the PS4. Huh? You can't what?
I can't log in.
What do you mean?
I can't go to the page.
That's odd.
It's not letting me.
What browser are you using?
YouTube?
No, what browser? Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to wait until it's strong.
I wonder why.
I'll check the page on this one.
That means your browser keeps messing up. It's not the page. Unless it's taking a while for it to load the page. Well, I'm gonna be playing this for about 2 to 3 hours, so I can make some decent progress. That's odd. I thought there was more than just 2 potions. Entering our first battle. Right off the bat, you have access to attack and 2 different types of magic, but I'm gonna stick to regular attacks until we get to the boss of this place. It's really a shame you can't get the streamer to come up.
Come now. Okay.
Might have something to do with the internet. Trying to decide whether or not I should stick with the regular names or if I should rename some of the characters. What do you think? Do you think I should stick with the regular characters' names or change their names? Now, fair warning, some of the magic and other attacks in this game do tend to be rather bright and sometimes flashy. So, fair warning if you have a history of epilepsy, which, yeah.
So considerate.
Alright, we now have our second party member, Aerith. Well, technically first party member. Part of a group called Avalanche, who are basically, at the beginning, storing a Mako reactor in order to blow it up and try to save the planet, basically, by keeping the reactors from taking the planet's life out of it. Manner of speaking, huh?
I'm not going to be able to watch it.
Darn it. Okay. Shame.
Yeah.
Well, at least you'll be able to watch it after.
Yeah.
Gonna be interesting hearing yourself on this, huh? You can think that all you like. But yeah. They're basically going over right now what I just mentioned. In a manner of speaking, Avalanche is kind of eco-terrorists because of the method they use to stop Shinra from destroying the planet by doing what they've been doing. The main character, Cloud, is just a mercenary who was hired on to help with the job. Someone we'll meet after we get out of this area. Alright, time to take the elevator. The most difficult thing to do in this game? Well, besides the optional bosses, it's kind of hard to say, really. Because the game is relatively easy. You just have to know what you're doing. I guess most of the mini games are what can sometimes cause trouble. That's one of the most difficult things and very time-consuming. Chocobo breeding. To those who don't know, chocobos are basically these bird-like creatures that you can use to travel the world without worrying about running into monsters. Oh snap. I accidentally clicked the analog. I clicked one of the analogs and I don't remember what that one does. Let's see. Oh, that's a no encounter. I think I can turn it off by just clicking it again. I just have to make sure not to click the right analog. That wouldn't help. It'll restore my HP, MP, and fill up my limit gauge at the same time. Kind of overpowered if you ask me. Thankfully, Barrett has a gun for his right hand. Lost his hand quite some time ago in the story, which we find out a little ways into the first disc of the game, or first segment of the game. And him having a gun for his hand, for one of his hands, allows him to attack back row, attack in the back row without losing any attack power, which is really useful. And he can also attack from the back row, causing him to take less damage. So that's very useful in this game. The music in this game is still amazing in my opinion. I like it a lot. I'll go ahead and save, even though this first boss is a pushover. I'm actually wondering if they kept the any of the old mess-ups in how they display the text for this boss. I'm gonna have Cloud start attacking for now. Because I want, I can't do a regular attack now that my limit gauge is filled up. It allows me to do a very powerful attack, and I'm gonna do that in the boss that's coming up. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, gonna try and get Barrett's limit. You know what? Actually, never mind. His gauge is full enough. One hit from the boss will fill up Barrett's limit gauge the rest of the way. The currency in this game is called Gil. G-I-L. Pretty interesting name if you ask me. Anyway. We just acquired our first piece of materia. Technically third if you want to count what's equipped to Cloud right now, but we can't do anything with it until we're done with this area. Materia in this game is what allows you to do various magic attacks or have various skills and attributes. And now Cloud's first breakout moment. I'm actually hoping to be able to leave the city that the first moments of the game take place in. And boss time. This is the Guard Scorpion. Pretty simple boss fight. It uses search scope and locks onto someone. Of course, it chose Cloud. I was hoping it would actually lock onto Barrett so that it would attack him. But yeah, once it locks onto someone, it will attack that person on the next turn. Gonna wait a little bit. Sadly, I can't increase my party's limit gauge by attacking my own party. Ah, oh, darn it! I guess I... Oh no. Oh no. I just attacked it while its health was up, which will cause us to do a counterattack that hits really, really hard on both party members. Oh, this was less damage than I was expecting. Hopefully this will finish it off as I do it again. Nope. Okay, time to go up. But yeah, the limit breaks are very powerful attacks. And each character has limit breaks that are only available to that person. Oh wow, video is broken. Yeah, normally I like to stick around in the area before the boss fight and level up a few times. But I can do that once I'm done with the boss while it's counting down. It's an extremely lenient countdown. Alright. I wonder if this bolt attack will finish. No, time for another laser. I've never had to use this many. Make it some really rookie mistakes. Okay, boss done. And Barrett automatically gets a better weapon for defeating the boss. However, beating the boss also caused a countdown of 10 minutes to trigger. No. It's just this area. We got attacked after setting a bomb on the reactor. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is basically play this game as far as I can within a set amount of time. Hopefully I won't have to do any grinding while I'm on camera. I'll do any grinding in this game off camera, and I'll try not to over level. In addition to regular attacks, regular encounters and boss battles. The regular encounters, you can sometimes get attacked from behind, or even I think there are some moments where you get attacked from both sides. Kind of a pincer attack. But I could be wrong about that. I might be thinking of other Final Fantasy games. One of the nice features about this game is the fact that if you get back attacked, you can click the 2 buttons that are needed in order to run away from a battle, and it'll cause them to turn around and face the opponents. That way you don't take more damage whenever you get attacked. Because if your back is turned to an enemy, when you get attacked by said enemy, you take a little bit more damage. Yeah, I'm gonna want to be... Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and level up until it hits about 5 minutes on the timer. Experience is what's needed to level up, to those that don't know anything about role-playing games. AP in this game is used to level up your material, and when your material levels up, you gain access to more magic attacks or what have you. HP stands for hit points, which is basically your health. If it reaches 0, that character is knocked out or dead. And the only way to revive them is with the spell called Raise or the item Phoenix Down. And you don't get Raise for quite some time unless you're trying to level up the material that has it. Played it for a long time. It's a shame I never beat it because of that, because of a small mishap during high school. Just never really had the heart to get to the point I was at when it happened, because it was the final disc, which is basically the final moment of the game. Close enough to 5 minutes, I'll go ahead and turn on that. See if the chest respawn. Thank you. MP stands for magic points, which is what's needed to do magic. If you don't have any magic points or have less than the amount needed to use a particular spell, you can't use it. That barrier section, I'll explain once I get the spells needed. Spells that basically use that segment in the battles. Let's see. Why not? I'll stick around just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Oh, also, with back attacks, your character's positions are also swapped. Say one of your characters is in the back row and another is in the front. person in the front is now in the back row, and the person in the back row is now in the front, which will put magic users who are relatively weak yeah, it puts them in danger. Okay, that's good enough. Time to head on out. One thing that you need to know if you're new to this game and you're playing it for the first time, on your way out of the reactor, that person you saw me talk to after climbing up some of the ladders, the one that tells you how to climb ladders, you have to talk to her, otherwise you won't be able to leave. So, make sure to talk to her. While I'm at a safe place, I'm gonna go ahead and explain limits. Basically, as you take damage in battles, your limit gauge will fill up, and once it's full, you can unleash a very powerful attack, depending on who the character is. Most characters in the game have 4 levels of limit breaks, with the first 3 having 2 different ones. To get the second limit attack or limit move for that character, you basically need to use the first one for that level a certain amount of times. And to get the next level, except for level 4, that character has to kill a certain amount of enemies. So, it's pretty complex at times, but simple at the same time. Let's see, now we get to meet the titular flower girl, who we'll get to actually have in our party in not too long from now. Good old Aerith. Or Aerith as she was called in the original localization for the PlayStation 1. Flower. Yay! Let's see if I remember where all the treasures are in this room. Could have sworn there was more than just that around here. Oh well, I need to get a move on. So do you have any questions about the game?
No, it's technically I'm not good.
Gotcha. Yeah. Usually, for the most part, in the Midgar section of the game, you're mostly going to be sticking to just regular attacks. I'm going to go ahead and fight these shameless soldiers. So get some extra experience with that. Getting close to level 9. Get past it. The less grinding I have to do, the better. Okay, well, this third fight confirmed it. Get attacked from both sides. Interesting. I guess that's all. This was the very first 3D level, where instead of 2D sprite images, they used 3D polygonal models. Quite the bold move on Squaresoft's part back before they merged with Enix and became Square Enix. But it boosted the popularity of the series quite immensely because, honestly, before the PlayStation 1 Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy was more of a niche title series. I'm going to be trying my best not to get too high level because I heard that some of the final bosses you fight in the game get much more difficult the higher level your characters are. So forgive me if I do end up scrolling past the text too quickly. I'm trying not to do that. It's just that I'm so used to playing these kinds of games by myself, and after having seen this so many times on my playthroughs, it's a habit to try and skip past it as fast as I can so I can continue doing what I was doing. So I can get the story moving on faster, if that makes any sense. I don't know why I'm looking back there. I know better. this
Are you
second.
gonna do, huh?
Do what now?
Are you gonna do any side quests?
Oh yeah. For those that know this game, when it comes to doing Port Condor, I'll show it off once, and then when it comes to having to go there again for the main story, I'm going to purposefully lose the mini game so I can take on the boss and get that section done quicker. I'm not going to be going back there multiple times just to get the different items.
Okay.
So, plus, I want to be able to use my guild for something else, for other stuff. So, but yeah, this section right here that they're Jesse talking to Cloud about Midgard, basically that the slums and whatnot actually are underneath the main city of Midgard. And the people living on top of the plate, as it's called, basically they are very rich or powerful, one of the two, and most likely work for Shin. Epilepsy alert. So. Well, so far the models are as good looking as on Steam. It's just minus one glaring issue with the Steam version. In the Steam version, a lot of the times the character models would have an open mouth, which is basically a big black O, a big black circle. It just ruins a lot of the scenes. And we finally made it back to Sector 7, where the main base of Avalanche is. So. This right here is the pillar that not only holds the plate above Sector 7 up, but it also supplies power to Sector 7's slums. Chances are I'm probably going to end up calling it when a particular plot element with this point happens. Depends on how quickly I can get it taken care of. Seems like I took too long in getting back to the hideout. Oh well. I'll be exploring the slums and showing off what's there. Once this moment's over. And the characters get some rest, so. This is Tifa Lockhart, childhood friend of Cloud's, and the reason why he went ahead and accepted the job to help Avalanche. Her fighting style is martial arts. She's pretty good at it too. Time to get this on the road. I still find it funny that the entrance to Avalanche's secret hideout in Tifa's bar is entered using the pinball machine. It's kind of an elevator, and I love how Team 4-Star and whoever else worked with them, or whoever else they worked with to make Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged, pointed it out. It's pretty funny in my opinion. Looking forward to season 2 of that. There is one particular boss in the second disc that I'm not going to look forward to taking on, because it can easily cause a game over depending on RNG. And I'll talk about that thing a little bit more when we finally get to it. Are you watching the stream? Okay, well, Welcome whoever's watching.
So what would you say is the most fun about this game?
The most what?
The fun to do?
For me, the most fun in this game has to be, I guess the story. The story and the music is what makes it fun for me. Really wish there was a way to get back there and talk to Biggs. It's really tough to say. I really hope it didn't mess up. Hold on, folks. Okay, I'm on air, so that's... Sorry about that. For some reason I got a notification that my internet suddenly became insufficient enough to broadcast. But it's continuing, so that's good. It's hard to really say what's most fun about this. Probably some of the stuff that happens in the Gold Saucer. It's a place where you can do various mini games and do what's called do chocobo racing. Chocobo racing, sorry.
Also multiplayer game?
What, this?
Yeah.
No, it's completely single player. As far as I'm aware, there's only two of the numbered Final Fantasy games that are multiplayer. Where basically the first player controls what happens in the game, but a second person can help with battles. And those are Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy IX. Final Fantasy IV is definitely one of the best bets to get into Final Fantasy because of just how easy and linear the game is. It's very beginner friendly, in my opinion. Just whatever you do if you're new to Final Fantasy, do not get into Final Fantasy IV on the DS version. That is the hardest version of Final Fantasy IV. And that little encounter is set there it off. I'm done. I think some of my favorite things concerning this game is getting the two optional characters. As soon as we leave Midgard and I have access to some forests, I'll be going after the first of the two optional characters. Time for a flashback. Yeah, they definitely improved the model quality for the PS4 version over the Steam version. I'm glad about that because, like I said before, it really, really ruined a lot of very good moments in the game. You know, honestly, it would be pretty nice if if Square Enix was to release Crisis Core for the PlayStation 4. It would be pretty nice, in my opinion. I think it would work. Let's see. Not sure what to talk about. After this flashback sequence, the main character, or the characters, will get to take a small, we'll be able to call it a night, and after that point, we'll be exploring the town, getting necessary items, before heading out on the next mission. Kind of found it cute that Tifa is making young Tifa back in the past basically is making Cloud promise that whenever she's in trouble, he'll come save her. Sadly, Cloud is very messed up in the head. I'm not going to go into detail on how exactly he's messed up in the head, but yeah, that'll come with time. start of a new day. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the tutorial for the materia because I can explain it relatively the same, so possibly quicker. Alright, now that we have control of our characters, I'm going to go ahead and explain it. Basically, each weapon and piece of armor, well, most weapons with armor have what are called materia slots. Something similar to this. You basically equip your materia to that, and you'll have access to what that character will have access to what that materia does. I'm gonna have Cloud set up with lightning, Barret set up with ice, and Tifa with restore for now, until I get more materia and weapons and armor. So that's all I'll be doing here. So right here is the materia shop. Also where you can buy medicine, such as potions and things like that. Ooh, some antidotes. Like the antidotes. Go ahead and pick up the fire as well. I'll give that to Barret. This right here is go ahead and buy 2 of those. Items before heading off. Picked up an all materia and an ether. Ether will allow me to restore MP. The all materia, you see the way that the Buster Sword is set up, it has 2 materia slots that are linked together. If I was to set the whole materia in the second in the first or second slot that's attached to a magic materia. It allows that materia, that magic spell, to be cast on either all enemies or all of your party members, depending on what level it is. If it's at level 1, you can only do an attack or a heal on one time. So there's a lot of strategy to this game. This is basically a tutorial room that you go over various mechanics in the game. The floor above is basically a place to rest for pretty cheap input. But since my character's just rest, I'm good. Gonna go ahead and check this house, see if there's any moving a little bit slower than I was anticipating. Already a little over an hour in, and haven't even reached the second reactor. Then again, it did take me about, 5-10 minutes to even actually get started playing. What'd you say? I said, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Yep. On the way to the second reactor. About to have a minor escape segment. Basically, at this point, you have a time limit to get to the next car of the train. Or you get trapped in that car and you have to jump off sooner. Normally in that third car with that person I kept trying to talk to, they would steal something from me. And you have to talk to them in order to get it back. And then get to the next car before the time runs. Didn't happen. Actually kind of interesting. Time to jump off the car. But yeah, please, if you have a history of epilepsy, do not go through this. Matter of fact, at certain points, which I might have to go back and put some timestamps down. Letting people know where to watch out for flashing lights. Down that tunnel, but I think I'm gonna go check out the other direction. Just real quick. Show a little something off. Pretty good place to level up. If you have the time, guys. Yeah. Thanks to the armory, I can now target all 4 enemies one time. Until the all material levels up. You know what? Just so it's not so long, I might actually just call it after I reach the flower rose house. Well, I do think that slows my characters down. Just a little bit further. Yeah, this part right here that I'm looking at. If you get too close, you'll trigger a fight against some Shredder soldiers. And you can continue fighting them as long as you want. You know, I'll give an example. So that line. You're the avalanche. good place to level up. But yeah, choose run and you'll stop attacking. You'll end up leaving the screen and you won't have to fight them anymore. You choose stay here if you want to continue fighting them. I really do need to get into the habit of clicking. Tifa's limits are very unique because they stack on each other. Each limit also comes with its own slot, and it's like a slot machine. If you land on miss, that particular portion of the limit attack will miss. And you can string together all 7 of her limit attacks, if I remember correctly. Once you have access to her 4th level limit break. Also, as far as the limit breaks go, the higher the level of limit break, the longer it takes for your limit gates to fill up. There are a couple of statuses that impact how quickly your limit gauge can go up as well. Those are sadness, and I don't remember if it was rage or hyper. Hyper may have just been the name of the item. Speaking of sadness, oh wait, no, those are. I guess on the bright side, messed up by accidentally right-clicking. for clicking on the right analog stick. You can only use on the world map or at save points, and it fully restores your HP. Leads to it. Oh, this is the way to go. Okay, good. Excellent. Just like here, in case I have difficulty with the box. I'm pretty sure you're saying this place looks familiar. Apparently, the layout for every reactor is the same. So, this is a different reactor, just similar layouts. No. Oh, thank goodness. That's right. Smog only causes darkness. I don't know if Tifa had a materia. Had a materia slot that was linked so that I could do a restore all. There was a save point down there, so it took a little bit of time. I'm getting close to setting up the bomb on the second reactor, which honestly is not that far. I've been actually moving pretty slowly. Normally this much time in, without skipping past all the dialogue and whatnot, I'd be on my way to rescuing Tifa. freak out moment. Slash flashback. But yeah, I'm getting pretty close to the stopping point for this session. Seriously? I ended up getting into an enemy battle as I was approaching the actual reactor. One thing to note when it comes to materia, I'm sorry for being late in saying this. Depending on the materia, it can increase certain stats and at the same time decrease certain stats. Like for instance, with magic materia, it will decrease your strength points by a certain amount, increase your magic stat a certain amount. Decreases your max hit points and increases your max MP. So it's a fair trade-off. Just you gotta be careful on how you set up your materia and so on and so forth. Alright, bomb is set. No need for a countdown. Can't leave the reactor the same way that I came in because I snuck in. Oh no. They've got poison. Luckily, the end of battle gets rid of most status elements. So that is a definite good thing. I knew those smog machines were in trouble. Hey, there's a save point right there. Time to push the button all at once. First try. Back attack. Yeah, we're getting really close to a pretty decent stopping point. This would be a decent enough level to be able to handle this. Uh-oh, looks like we're trapped by shooting ourselves. President Shin. President Charge. Boss time. This boss battle is actually kind of easy due to the fact that you have it in a pincher attack. It's between you. It's between your party members. Like you have two of your party members on one side and the third one on the other. Just gotta hope that in the later moments of the fight, it doesn't counterattack whoever attacks it in the back. Big bomber this early? And speaking of the counterattack, not as powerful as that previous one. It works. Keep up. if you land on hit with keeping with it does it does regular damage, but if you land on yeah, it does critical. Nope. Last battle is done. Got the Titan Bangle. That's a good piece of honor this early on in the game. However, the defeat of the boss has caused the walkway to caused it to blow up part of the walkway, and Vine is now hanging for his life. Okay, I think 5 or 10 more minutes maybe. I should be at the stopping point for this session. So, making decent time, not as good time as I was expecting, but what can you do? Oh my goodness, this part honestly shows how perverted I am at times. When you get to this part, when you're watching the video, you'll understand, Sarah. And that part is done. Let's see. Finally meeting back up with the flower girl. I really don't get what that flourish was about that she does. Oh well. It is so tempting to be mean to some of these characters when you get the option to. It's pretty refreshing seeing the models look so much better than they did back then. Cloud still looks almost like he has Popeye arms, though. Or the characters do. But what can you do? Based on all...
How's he talking? Are you hungry?
Wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it on the original American localization for her name instead of the correct translation, but yeah. And now we get to meet. I want to say this one's Reno, member of a group. A black ops kind of group that works for Shinra, known as the Turks. Alright, let's see. A small segment right here of having to... I guess you can say it's a bit of a mini game after we're done with this little moment. Alright, let's see. For this part, you're gonna end up having to push some barrels down to try and stop some soldiers from getting to Aerith. It's a little bit of a mini game, and if you mess up, she'll have to fight them. The only real difficult part, honestly, is waiting for the chance to toss down another barrel. Well, you know, anything that they'll say and do will end up on my video guide. I think this is the correct barrel. Let's see if it is. Yep. Increases the relationship value with Aerith, but at the same time it keeps her from being able to get experience this early on. There we go. Minigame finished. Now for a little touching moment of character development between Aerith and Cloud. Then I'll be able to reach Aerith's house, which is where I will call it. Yep, she's in my party now. Alright. One of the neat things about this game is this feature. On the PS4, you press the touchpad. On PlayStation 1 version, you press select, and it causes a cursor to appear over Cloud's head that looks like a hand. But while that hand is up, it shows your exits and ladders. Exits are shown as red arrows and red triangles, and ladders are shown as green. I don't like to look at this. But you're still looking for it. I potion better do that back. I was able to kill the thief before it took off, so I was able to get my high potion back. Only reason I can't stand this section. Did they change it? Did they change it? Darn it, they changed it. They fixed a localization error, a mistranslation. In the original PS1 version, at this point that I'm at right now, I'm about to walk into a bit of a pipe to check on this guy. Aerith walks away a little bit to say this guy is sick. In the original PS1 version, it says this guy are sick. It's kind of humorous. With the number 2. That will be explained later on. I didn't try to do that, thank you. Let's see if there's any new materia. Nope. Yes, this side quest is so freaking annoying. Strung throughout various places in the game, there are these flyers for a place called Turtle's Paradise. Final 5, you get an item when you actually visit Turtle's Paradise. Come on, I'm trying to talk to the kid. Thank you. Let's see what weapons this guy has. Oh, he doesn't have any weapons, but he does have some armor. I'll take 3 of those. I'll go ahead and pick up another restore materia. Always helps to have multiple healing, you know. Aerith has probably got to be the toughest one to get all of her limit breaks. And I'll explain why after I'm done with the stream, so as not to spoil what happens in the story for anyone who might watch this.
Okay.
There's supposed to be an item up here, I thought. Oh well. Let's see what we have here. Cover materia, nice. And ether. Cover materia, when equipped, causes that person to basically take a hit for someone who is low on HP in battle. But only if it's a physical attack, I think. Alright, we're at Aerith's house. We'll continue from here next time. Might do some leveling up before then. So, see y'all next time.